Thank you, Brendan, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Waynesburg University football team on the Waynesburg University Sports Network. Today, the Westminster Titans make the trip from New Wilmington, Pennsylvania to face off against your Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets. I'm Sean Saputo. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Carson Fox, and today Waynesburg needs a big bounce back offensively. Only 201 yards last week in a 45-14 loss against Case Western Reserve, and in that, the lowest offensive outcome for Waynesburg since 2006 against W&J with 176, but it's going to be very tough, Carson, against a stout Westminster defense.
Absolutely, Sean. This Westminster defense tied for third in the nation with 20 turnovers forced, and they have playmakers at each level on this defense. Rich Ellaby on the defensive line, a first-team All-PAC recipient from 2014, and then in the middle linebacker Matt Quinn leading the PAC with 64 tackles on the season, and then in the secondary, Todd Jeter, a former Division I player at Temple University, tied for second in the PAC with 3 interceptions. He'll be locking down on Kevin Barnes Jr. all day long. So a lot of playmakers on this defense, but there's another star on the offensive side of the ball for the Titans.
Running back Dominique McKinley, third in the PAC in rushing yards with 728 on the season. Only 2 touchdowns, however, but that comes from the backup running back Kimu Kim with 6 touchdowns on the season. Passing game a little in shambles right now. Didn't see Paul Colombo last week. We're going to possibly see Shimon Walker this week, but Waynesburg, 45 points allowed last week, 581 yards. The defense needs a bounce back.
Absolutely, Sean. Gave up 581 yards of total offense last week to Case Western Reserve. That was the most yards allowed since the thriller 59-49 win at Frostburg State 2 years ago, and also gave up 6 touchdowns to Rob Kuda, the most since the ECAC Southwest Bowl game a year ago. So defense needs a bounce back also.
Waynesburg will look to avoid a second 2+ game losing streak on the season today and bounce back against Westminster. We'll send it back to the studio. Brendan, JD, and Andy, take it away, guys. Head coach Rick Shepis 2 weeks ago became the all-time head coaching wins leader at Waynesburg University, and today he looks to get his Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets back on track after a 45-14 defeat to the Case Western Reserve Spartans last week. I'm Sean Saputo, alongside me, my broadcast partner, Carson Fox, and really last week, Waynesburg with a low offensive outcome, 201 total yards on the day. Waynesburg now needs to bounce back offensively, and really it starts with the progression of Jake Doherty, the starting quarterback, really continued to progress the first 3 weeks, Carson, and then has kind of tampered off the last 3 weeks as well, however. So now, what do we have to see out of Jake Doherty and Waynesburg as a team in general? Doherty in the shotgun. He has Davis and Cooper to the right, Barnes down low to the left. Throws it wide open. Dan Davis on the rollout to the far side. Touchdown, Waynesburg. Dan Davis gets his 3rd of the season from 15 yards out. And Waynesburg, with 2:35 on the clock, takes the 6-0 lead. Touch sides, 21.2 on the clock. Walker throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Westminster. Right over to the far pylon. The catch made by Cody Allward, and it is now 7-6. Westminster finds the end zone. Waynesburg gives up the 15th touchdown in the red zone this year, making teams now 20 of 22 inside the red zone against that defense.